So there I am, leaning over the glass counter at the deli section of the grocery store. And it hits me. My first contraction. A tornado begins to spiral in my womb. And a pain I can only describe as being trampled by wild animals in a stampede. I am hit with a wave of orgasmic energy, and I look up and I can see and hear and smell and sense everything. I am like a psychic mama deer in a tornado, in a stampede on ecstasy. And as I look through the crowd, I see this one woman. She comes right towards me. She's present, she's clear, she's bright, vibrant. And she walks right up to me and she says, "Are you going to have a baby?" I say, "Yes." She says, "When?" "Now." "Can I touch you for good luck?" "Of course." We grab hands and I look in her deep, rich, dark eyes, cornrow hair, dark chocolate skin, as she holds my pale white hand. Two conscious, present women, just marveling at the experience or the miracle, really, of birth, life. "Good luck," she says. Yeah, I was going to need some of that because you see, this was not the plan. I was not supposed to be going into labor a month early at the grocery store while my girlfriend is buying sandwiches. My husband is not supposed to be at a job interview in New York City. My midwife is supposed to be delivering a home birth in the canyon. Canyon views, nature, birthing tub on the patio, crackling fire. Yeah. And now that I'm a month early, legally, she can't do that. So we call my backup doctor at the hospital, and he says, "Okay, keep her somewhere close in town for the early labor. And when she's dilated, bring her in." So on the way to my girlfriend's apartment, as I'm tornadoing and moaning in the car, I remember the words of my midwife in birthing school. Having a conscious birth is your birthright. To choose how to bring in life from the immaterial to the material. But remember, she said, man makes plans, God laughs. Trust and surrender. This was surrender time. We get to the apartment. I drop on all fours. My midwife comes in, 3 girlfriends. I look up and I'm surrounded by a circle of women. They put me in a warm bathtub, and my midwife says, "Okay, Amara, this is the part where you open. So I want you to focus on your baby. And when the pain comes, instead of pulling back, lean in instead." Okay. So So I'm in the tub, and a sort of life review begins, a sort of inner schooling. I remember moments from my childhood. I begin to make amends, accept apologies. Yes, yes. And I prepare myself to be the mother that I need and I want to be. And as I embrace that openness and become one with the vortex, 40 minutes later, I feel my son's head make contact with my pelvic bones. Boom. I look at my midwife and I say, well, you told me to open? She feels me and says, oh my God, she's crowning. Get her to the hospital now. I just want to stay in the tub. But she could lose her license. So we got to go. They pull me up out of the tub, throw me in a pair of PJs that my girlfriend had worn 2 years earlier when she was giving birth to her baby. They grab a bag of groceries or handbags, a boombox, and into the car we go. Driving down the road, 5 minutes flat to the hospital. We open the door, the emergency room. They get a wheelchair, put me in it. I enter the field of the hospital. Bright lights, nurses coming at me, trying to get me to fill out forms, registration. Wounded people in the emergency room looking at me in horror. What happened to her, says one guy. She's having a baby. Good God. They wheel me into the elevator. I get into a quiet room, and now I am a psychic mama deer in a tornado in the epicenter of the stampede on ecstasy, and now on fire. I'm like 300 degrees. My girlfriends are sweating. How can anyone even be this hot? And I rip off my shirt. I squat down and I let out a lion's roar. I think I can deliver this baby myself. The nurse comes in and she says, you'll have to wait. Your doctor's not here. Wait. I'm crowning. I can't. I can't. I can't. They put me on a table. They strap me with a heart monitor. And I hear the sound of medical clinking metal equipment coming into the room. An intern walks in, sits down between my legs. She's like 13 years old. And I look at the nurse and I say, I want my doctor. She says, he's not here yet. Then I want my midwife. She's not allowed. I want my husband. I don't know where he is. I want drugs. It's too late for that. And all I can think is, I can't. I can't. I can't. And I begin to wail. I am unconsolable. I don't know if I'm breathing or birthing. I'm confused. I'm lost. I'm panicking. I'm afraid. My doctor walks in 10 minutes later, pushes the intern aside, sits down. He looks at me. He looks at the heart monitor. He looks at everyone in the room. And he says, Amara, the baby's stuck. His heart rate's dropping. If you don't get him out on the next contraction, I'm going to pull him out by force. And I think, no. I know what this means. Metal forceps coming in and grabbing a hold of my child's head, pulling on his little neck and spine. No. Cutting my perineum, blood, stitches. No. My midwife leans in and whispers in my ear, Amara, this is it. Be present and focus on your child. You can do this. Okay. And so I tune in with my son and I'm saying, okay, honey, this is it. I can feel him. He's cramped, he's squished, he's hot, he's thirsty. He just wants out. Are we doing this or not? What's happening? Yes, this is it. We're doing it. I'm sorry about it's confusing, it's complicated. We're going now. Okay. And as the next wave comes, the room suddenly fills with thousands and thousands of little golden Buddhas. And as I bear down to give birth to my child, all the little golden Buddhas, they go like this. The universe was with me, birthing with me. Out my baby comes onto my chest. I look at him and I am looking into the eyes of Source. Source is looking back at me. This is what we are. My girlfriends cut the cord. Placenta comes out. Everything's cool. And the nurse comes over to take my son. And I know what she's thinking because I'm psychic. She wants to take him away to do unthinkable things in this moment of trust. At this most profound moment in our lives. To cut him and inject him and leave him abandoned, looking at the fluorescent lighting. I reach over, I grab her hand and I say, take your hand off my baby. Mama deer becomes tiger mama. I step up off the table. I'm naked with my child. And everyone in the room gasps. I walk over to the boombox. Background music my girlfriend had been playing, and I turn it up, and the song that happens to be on is Hare Krishna by Krishna Das. And so I begin to dance around the room with my son. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everyone backs up. And I am so happy. One of the nurses in the corner, she grabs the phone.
Yeah, she's doing that bonding thing. Yeah, we're not going to be able to take him. No, it's not going to happen.
My girlfriend from the grocery store, She pulls out a bottle of champagne and chocolate cake, and we have a party. The nurses eventually warm up. They come over to me and they ask, what was it like? Can you hear that? What was it like? They had never seen a natural, unassisted birth in their career. Never. Not one. I told them about the psychic mama deer and the vortex and the stampede and the ecstasy. And my doctor comes over, he looks at my child, 5 pounds, 5 ounces, perfectly healthy, legs off the charts. He's small, you're small, your husband's small. It's okay, he's fine. I'm alone in a room, resting. And as I'm looking at my precious son, his little head fitting in the palm of my hand, he's waiting for something. And I know what it is. And then his head just turns towards the door. And in walks Daddy. Yeah. He's psychic too. Daddy picks him up. And in these last moments before he falls asleep, source meeting source. They bond, connect, and he takes him in his arms as he falls asleep. My husband looks at me and he says, honey, you look great. How was it? That day, behind the fear and the doubt and the story that says, I can't do this, I can't. I found my I can. And I'll tell you this, man makes plans, God doesn't laugh. God smiles. Thank you.